Hello everybody, this is Charles and I'm back with another review, this time for Takara Tomi's Transformers masterpiece MP-28 Cybertron Cavalier Hot Rodimus. Alright, so this is Hot Rod, alright? Hot Rodimus. Oh. Let's go in Hot Rod. Hot Rod, yes, side of the box over here, robot mode, vehicle mode, the back of the box, alright? And if you were to buy the Asia version, you get this collector's coin. Very nice collector's coin over here. MP-28 Transformers Hot Rodimus. My actions speak louder than my words. Yeah, your actions indeed got Optimus Prime killed in the movie. Never forgive you for that, man. Yep, anyway, nice coin. Okay, for Hot Rod. So without further ado, here's Hot Rod. Alright. So Hot Rod in vehicle mode, I tell you what, first impressions, nice vehicle mode, okay, nice detailing, cool, slick, futuristic car. Quite nice, but right off the box, there's some problem. The wheels don't really move so smoothly. Alright, again, he has alignment issue as MP-09 Rodimus. You have to be really precise in your alignment for the front and the back so that he can at least move decently. So if you have your alignment wrong, for example, like if this part, the legs are protruding a little out, or if you never aligned this properly, or you didn't align this orange part properly, you won't be able to move the car smoothly. He'll be like rubbing against, the chest will be a rubber against the surface. Alright, so even if you align properly, the movement isn't that exactly super smooth. So this is the first problem I have with Hot Rod, the alignment issue. And prior to this review, I have not watched any single review by any other reviewers on YouTube. This is so that I can give a very fair and objective review of my own opinions. And one more thing to note is that those who got the Hot Rod 2 weeks before, the so-called unofficial release or backdoor release, they actually, I believe they probably had a test run. Reason being that the windows are not blue. Sorry, are not blue. They are actually white. So this is a variant, and right now I believe that those of you who own the variant, you are very happy. So one of my friends who actually own this variant is Simon. So Simon does very nice photography for Transformers. He's what I call an impressionable, dioramatic, and storytelling photographer. So he takes very nice pictures of Transformers. I mean, he got scenes from the movies, from the anime, from the cartoon, or from the Transformers comics. So check out the link below my video in the description section for a link to his Facebook photos. I'm sure you guys will like it. And do support him for his videos. But anyway, yeah, Simon, so one of my friends had the Hot Rod, and you can see in his video, his photos, he probably made a comparison between the official release and the backdoor release, which is different in the sense that the white window versus the blue windows. So anyway, back to Hot Rod itself. So yes, vehicle wise, nice, okay, nice futuristic look, slick and everything, but just like I said, alignment issues does cause a pain or some sort of dissatisfaction when you try to move the vehicle on the surface. And I don't really like the gaps over here. I mean, this is a masterpiece, so no matter how you finish the piece, so there's some gap. Even if you're through complete, you see there's some gap. So this is something a little bit disappointing for a masterpiece figure. You expect that there's no gap. The vehicle looks clean and nice like most of the masterpiece vehicles. But for Hot Rod, unfortunately, there's some gaps. Even for here, the chest portion, you see, there's a gap over here. So yes, some minor disappointments over there, which I will bitch about. Anyway, for the accessories, you have the gun that you can slot in over here, one side, slot in over here, the other side. So you have to move the handle upwards, okay? So you have the double guns. You can also have his gun like a target master over here. So over here, you can plug it in, and yeah, just his target master or G1 premonition of putting the gun in front. Okay, so over here, so Wonder why they didn't come with a target master. Maybe they're planning to make a version 2 or somewhat, and they'll include a target master. Or maybe for the Hasbro version they're gonna release, they'll have a target master for hot rod. You never know. And maybe for the Hasbro version, instead of having the blue windows, they're gonna have the white windows, the translucent windows. So well, we shall see. So anyway, here's the transformation of this piece, and again, don't follow instructions because they're not really clear on a lot of parts. So first thing what you need to do is just unpack this. You need to unpack the elbow. Okay, so you unpack it and then you probably move it 90 degrees just so it's easy for you to move it later. So same thing over here, you just unpack it. Okay, so this part is done, and over here you want to unpack the orange portion. Alright, make sure you unpack it all the way up because you're going to flip this chest portion over. So instructions don't tell you that you need to unpack this part. Okay, these two parts, okay, which are packed to the windscreen over here, you gotta unpack them, and you have to have enough clearance over here so that you can actually move it smoothly outwards. So see, once I move it smoothly outwards, and over here you see this portion here, oops, collapsed. My backdrop collapsed. Over here, this portion packs over here. So just rotate it 180 degrees, pack it in nicely. Okay, there you have it. So rotate let me see how you rotate. Yes, rotate it this way. Okay, you got hot rod's head. So for this back portion, just move it as far back as you can. Okay, press it to the back. Okay, the engine to the back, and then you press this portion forward, and you get the head portion done. Simple as that. So next thing you want to do is to unpack this. So basically, you just need to wiggle it out. Okay, just swing this out over here. Okay, next thing you want to do, you want to collapse these side pieces. Alright, the instructions tell you a very stupid method to get the arms out. They ask you to rotate this down, rotate it like 180 degrees, and then flip open the part. Come on, easy way to do it. Let's just open it over here right now. Flip out the first. Okay, it's really tight to flip out the first, by the way. Close it. Similarly for the other side. Let's open the patch here. Flip out the first and close it, and there you're done with the arms. I do not understand why you have to go through the complicated process. Once you get the toy itself, look at instructions and you wonder as well. So here it's done for the arms. Okay, next thing I'm going to do, just push this two downwards. Alright, and one more point to note, that this is not meant to go all the way down to cover this gap over here. Alright, it's not meant to be. Okay, so just push it downwards to this portion. So once this portion gets over here, there's a little catch, alright, to get it underneath here, the collar. So once you get it done here, it's done. Alright, next thing what you want to do, okay, you're gonna move this entire piece at the back. This is the back portion. Gotta flip it up. Okay, 180 degrees over here, flip it up. Okay, flip it out over here. So later on you will pack this part here, but not at this point in time. So over here right now, you gotta flip this portion downwards, flip this portion downwards. Okay, unpack this at the side, get it in, unpack this at the side, get it in. So this is like chrome, okay? So with my sweaty palms, I have to wet them clean, alright? So that they don't corrode afterwards. So all the way in. So one thing to note, okay, when you get your hot rod piece, do check this portion over here. These two portions, mine are already white. The stress marks are extremely scary, and this piece of plastic here being very thin, I have a feeling that it will snap, okay, if you were to be too rough when flipping this part over. So you have to be really careful, because I see the stress mark over here already. I'm not sure whether it's the same for every piece. I just opened one, so do check your hot rod when you open yours and see whether there are white stress marks over here, these two parts. Alright, just to check and make sure. So be really careful. So what I want to do, the instructions tell you, is just flip this thing over completely, which isn't as straightforward. You have to do it gently. So over here, what I would suggest is that moving this up. Alright, so you have to move this after this peg, okay, which will stop over here. And when you move this, you have to make sure that this portion over here doesn't get caught underneath the windscreen, because this piece of plastic over here will make it difficult for you. So you have to make sure that you hold it up, alright, and rotate at the same time. Hold it up and rotate at the same time. Okay, at the same time you have to push them through gently, slowly does it. Okay, making sure that the plastic doesn't get caught up. And once you get it done, okay, go through. Nicely done. Alright, just be gentle with it so that it won't cause additional strain to that part over there. So over here, once you're done, you pack this portion here, pack this portion there. Okay, and once you have it done over here, hold this head up, alright, and then you align it accordingly. Hold it up, just press it down and tap it in, and there it goes tightly in nicely. Next thing what you want to do, you want to tap the arms in. So these two packs goes into these two holes over here. Just pack the top first, okay, and once you pack the top from the bottom, you can just use your thumb to pack in the other half. So the easier way to do it, alright, just pack the top portion first, pack this portion first. Okay, once you're done, flip this over and then use your thumb to pack in the other part, and then it's tight. Alright, so here, flip the wings until you feel a tap and you're done. And as you transform the backpack, this back thrusters will actually come out. Okay, so we're done over here. Next you want to do, you want to flip this upwards. Okay, you want to split the legs apart. You want to open this tab, and basically you just pull out the legs or extend the legs. Alright, so extend it. As you extend it, you see that this grey pack over here goes into this part. So go in, pack it in. Similarly, this grey part goes into the orange over here. Okay, and you just pack it in nicely over here, and then now you extend the other feet. Okay, same, this pack goes into this hole over here. Okay, and over here, pack it in. So once you pack it in, nicely done, voila. Okay, then you swing the toes out, and then you flip the toes up, down. Okay, adjust it a little bit, swing the arms down, and we are done with hot rod. Ta-da! Lanky feet hot rod. Okay, I have to say one thing first. Now the way his feet are articulated, in memory of Michael Jackson, he can go all the way down this way. You know what, hot rod? Michael would have been proud. Would have been really proud of how low you can go. Almost down, all the way, almost touching the floor. Michael would have been proud. But you know, I was just playing with the toy and just try to do that. And I was trying to balance him this way, but he can't. You know, he can't really balance it this way, despite the fact that he can hold his waist and so on and so forth. But he can't really, he can't really balance by itself this way. He'll fall. Okay. Anyway, enough fun about that. So yes, so this is hot rod transformed fully. And so to go through a little bit of his accessories first, he comes with two guns, which fits into his hands very nicely, unlike his earlier version, Rodimus Prime, where having his guns in his hands and holding him tightly is a nightmare. Okay, but this is not the case for Hot Rod. Okay, because I think they've actually learned the lesson, and then everything fits in nicely. Yeah. And he is very good to pose. To be honest, he is extremely nice to pose. So that's like, to me, saving grace for this masterpiece. Extremely nice to pose because of the way he is. He can do a roundhouse kick easily, and you can actually he can actually balance himself this way. I just need to find the center of gravity. Come on, give me a good center of gravity. Maybe this way. Never give up. Okay, he's tilting backwards. Okay, let me adjust him a little bit more. Oh man, I almost got it there. Oh. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, almost got it. Not gonna give up. Okay, not gonna waste any more time on the video. Anyway, it can be done. You just need to find the right center of gravity to get it done. All right. So yes, he is extremely nice and articulate and posable. Okay, due to the fact that the way his joints are really nice. So that's to me the saving grace of this figure. I mean, look at this. So waist wise, he can bend this much. There's a lot of articulation for his waist. He can rotate the waist 360. He can do a split easily. Yes, and the purpose of his split is so that he can go fishing. Yeah, comes with a fishing rod. Okay, he does come with a fishing rod that he can hold with both hands. Okay, which I'm not going to show in this review because you've probably seen it in the what you call that, in the instructions itself in the box. So another feature it comes with is the trademark slicer that he used to save a carp from being devoured by the Shotticons. And this is so much nicer than the pathetic one that comes with Rodimus Prime MP-9. This is so much nicer. Alright, so much nicer. So let me just flip the arm out again, the hand out again. Okay, so one more thing about this figure is that in terms of, let's say, design wise, okay, I have to say that, okay, despite the fact of the flaws of the vehicle mode, I think robot mode wise, I just feel that his feet, okay, his legs are a little bit too thin, you know. So it's a little bit disproportionate if you look at it this way. It's a little bit disproportionate. So Hot Rod has too thin legs. Even though I think they are trying to make him as cartoon accurate as possible, but even so, I feel that the legs are too thin. So over at the back, you see the back wise is really nice. I think I like the way that the back is being transformed. The way that the engineering is done. So there is improvement in the engineering, though I would say that it is somewhat some parts of it actually modification of MP-9 Rodimus Prime, but and this part just reminds me of Henkei Rodimus. No, but all in all, I think it's nice. Oh yeah, he has double jointed elbows, which is really cool. His head can actually raise all the, his neck can raise all the way up this much, and he has this visor feature, which is really cool as well, which can be quite tight to actually move, but it's cool. The visor feature. Okay, just put it back in here. Alright, and he can put the matrix in over here, which I do not intend to put the matrix in for him. So this is Hot Rod. So let's do a little bit of size comparison of Hot Rod with his previous incarnation, which is supposed to be his future incarnation, ironically speaking, Rodimus Prime MP-9. So yes, we can see that Rodimus is so much bigger and taller compared to Hot Rod. So he's like, yeah, light our darkest hour, he literally increases his size by nearly 100%. No, not just by height, but in terms of width as well, 100%. Yeah, and my Hot Rod has balancing issues. Okay, so Hot Rod over here. And of course, we must compare Hot Rod with Ultra Magnus, you know, the old god himself. Prime, I'm just a soldier, you know. Yes, Ultra Magnus, you're extremely big. I really can't fit you into my camera. And over here, we have Optimus Prime, same size, okay, as same height as Rodimus. So yeah, I'm just trying to extend the camera over here so that you can see, yes, this is how big it is. Okay, I think what we should do, we should put Ultra Magnus behind here, beside Rodimus Prime, Hot Rod in front of Ultra Magnus, and we shall see how the height difference is over here. Yes, so this is let me just shift them a little bit so that Hot Rod takes center stage, since he is the lead character of this video review. So over here, yes. Over here we see the masterpiece figures. We have Rodimus Prime, Ultra Magnus, Optimus Prime, and Hot Rod. So this is how Hot Rod scales with all of them. Alright. It's a little bit too small compared to Ultra Magnus. Ultra Magnus is a little bit too big, to be honest. It's a little bit too big, but big is nice. But Hot Rod is still cool. I mean, it's okay. So right now, I mean, frankly speaking, despite the fact of the disappointment in the vehicle mode that I have with Hot Rod, basically I think he is still a nice masterpiece. And just some further mention about his articulation here. So he has double jointed knees, so he can literally do that kneeling pose, you know. Can literally do the kneeling pose over here. Okay, so it's really cool. So articulation wise, as a robot, he is fantastic. Seriously, he is fantastic. As articulation wise, as a robot, he is fantastic, no doubt about that. But just in terms of vehicle mode wise, I wish they could have done better in filling up the gaps, and also in the issue of the wheels not really touching the surface well enough. But of course, if you really want the wheels to move smoothly, you have to make sure that your alignment is done very well. So if you've done your alignment very well for the transformation back to vehicle mode, you would be able to move and slide the vehicle on the surface decently. Alright? So in terms of complexity, of course, I think Hot Rod has taken Masterpiece to yet another notch, another level. But in terms of the overall satisfactory wise, I would say I'm gonna rate him below Ironhide for sure. So Ironhide is definitely a lot better than Hot Rod. Still, Hot Rod is a good character to get, a good figure to get for the Masterpiece series. And I'm really hoping that at some point in time, please do a version 2 of Rodimus Prime. He deserves a version 2. I mean, Prime has a version 2. Starscream has a version 2. We all know sooner or later we're gonna have a version 2 of Megatron. So, since you guys have made Hot Rod, please make a version 2 of Rodimus Prime. We would really appreciate it. He doesn't need to transform to Hot Rod. He just needs to transform to his trailer and whatever robot mode. That's good enough for us. Okay. So here's Charles signing off with yet another toy review. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Do stay tuned to my channel for more reviews next time.